Okay, so today I'm sharing a little get ready with me. This was when I was getting ready for my birthday. As you can tell, I had already started getting ready because the idea didn't actually occur to me to record it till I had already put on my BB cream and done a little bit of my hair. But there's still lots to do, so yeah, you didn't really miss that much. So here I'm just putting on my concealer. And I'm not really going to go into too much detail about my makeup or anything. I don't think I use anything too special. Makeup's not really my thing. So this is really just, I think it's from the Family Dollar or something. It's only a few bucks, this concealer, but I honestly really love it. I really love creamy concealers that highlight. So that's exactly what that does, and it's really inexpensive, so. And then just blending that in with a beauty blender. Well, I don't know if that's an actual beauty blender brand, but same thing, right? A little sponge. I think that it blends in with my skin best, so that's what I've continued to use. And then, what is next? Oh, more concealer, because I felt especially tired that day. I felt I looked pretty darn sleepy. So, needed a little bit more concealer. As you can tell, I got some of the BB cream into my hair, which is no fun, but it happens. And then here, I'm just setting that with some powder. I don't typically use powder all over my face just because I feel it looks kind of cakey. So I kind of put light dustings, definitely where I've put concealer. It's typically where I focus. Just so that stays matte and stays put all day, but the rest of my skin, I like some dewiness. And then next will be my brows, is what I am assuming. I use a few different things because I've kind of been running out of this product. It's from NYX. I know it's the eyebrow product in Auburn. And I've been running out of that, so I have this sort of auburny powder that I dip that little pointer in so that I can get some auburn on my brows. And then I use the liquid side to brush or to paint on a little bit more shape. I use that little angled brush. I don't particularly like the brow brush that comes with it. I feel it puts on way too much product and my brows look way too intense. So I like to just get a little bit and put it on this brush so that I still get a really nice, precise line, but it doesn't look crazy painted on way too much. I'm gonna scare people, you know? But I think brows are so important. It's so important to get a good brow routine down, whether you like your brows to look really natural or more pointed, angular, whatever your thing is. I just think brows are so important. My grandma always really pushed that. She always told me, you gotta do your brows, because, you know, she comes from that time where a lady had to look very presentable. So she's the one that pushed me into actually doing my brows and getting them looking pretty nice. And then, next up, I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer because I feel like if I messed up in a few spots, so concealer is the best way to hide that and get a really precise looking line. It just kind of lightens up around the brow and hides any little hairs that you haven't plucked or anything like that, or if you haven't waxed in a while. I feel this always kind of hides it and makes it look better. So now I'm just going to do my eyes. I'm using a really light neutral shade. I kind of keep my eyes pretty minimal. Eyeliner is where I go maybe a little bit crazier, but I like just a really light, bright eye. That is what I feel looks nicest on me, so that's what I do, and it just kind of reminds me of the 50s style. So using a slightly darker shade, but still in the neutral family, to add a little bit of shadow into my creases and right underneath my eye to make them look a little bit larger and more circular. And then using a gray shadow, I'm going into the crease again to add a little bit more definition and along the side to get that sort of sultry cat eye, which I find to work best when I'm doing that little 50s pinup look. And then of course I have to use my Harry Potter makeup wand to blend that in. I like for it to all look very blended. I don't like a very harsh crease. And then going in with some gel liner, I am making my cat eye. And as we all know, as ladies or males who do a cat eye, you know how difficult it is to get them to match. So here I am concentrating very hard to get that beautiful cat eye that I enjoy and that I think gives my eye that sort of sultry look. So concentrating. And I like to get it as close to the lash line as possible. I even go in underneath my eyelashes because I don't like that disconnect between your eyes and the actual eyeliner line. I don't know, it bothers me. So I try to make sure that I always get as close to the lash line as possible with this eyeshadow. this is the method that works best for me. I do have sort of hooded eyes, so I have to be very precise about how I put on my eyeliner or else it looks really funky on the edges. So I don't know, maybe at some point I will go into more depth about how I do my eyeliner. I don't think it's really anything special. I'm sure there's lots of YouTube videos that can show you how to do it. But yeah, this is how I do my eyeliner and I think it works. Have had no complaints as of yet. Alrighty, and then now I like to go over it with a little bit of black eyeshadow. I use an angled brush and I get some black eyeshadow just to make sure that it stays in place, and I like for my eyeliner to look very matte, so that's why I enjoy putting eyeliner. I found I used to get a lot of eyeliner running down underneath my bottom lashes, but with this I haven't had any issues, so it's just something that I always do. Put black eyeshadow over my liner to help it stay in place and also kind of soften it up a bit. Here I'm just cleaning up the line to make sure that it looks very, very sharp. And you see the dogs behind me coming in and out. Alright, getting a little bit of white eyeshadow. I like to drop that in my inner corners and on my brow bone just so that everything looks really bright, above my lips as well, to make them look a little fuller. And then, you know, just doing lashes. I don't think there's anything too special to say about this. I am using my eyelash curler and some mascara, which I actually do not recommend this mascara. It did not work very well, but I'm trying to just finish it up so that I can get a new mascara. It doesn't do anything special. Wouldn't recommend it. But it, you know, it gets the job done, I suppose. So, getting my lashes done. And then after this, I go ahead and I go in with my fake lashes. I tend to just put fake lashes on the outer corner when I'm doing this particular look, when I want that to look super sultry. Yeah, I just put false lashes on the outer corner to make it look extra, I guess, like if your eyes are kind of sleepy, sexy, it gives that Marilyn vibe that I love. So that's what I do. And also it's a lot less work than doing a full lash, I feel, because I'm always worried when I do full false lashes that they're gonna end up falling off or something in the middle of the day. So yeah, I just put them on the outer corners. I feel like it's a lot less worry when you do that. Oh, and also, yeah, I put them on with tweezers. I have heard that not everybody does this, so if you are a little bit worried about poking your eyes, I recommend that you do this when you have had quite a bit of experience with false lashes, because I don't want you guys poking yourselves or stabbing yourselves in the eyes. Then I am contouring a little bit. Here I am using a cream contour to just kind of get in my cheekbones, around my forehead, and underneath my jawline. I like to look a little bit more, you know, you want to look kind of sucked in and sexy and, I don't know, very, I don't want to say angular, that's not a sexy word at all. But I enjoy contouring just so that my face looks a little less round. And then I blend that in with a big kabuki brush. I believe that's what it is. Just because I don't like to have lines. I always think of Betty Draper when she says, you want to hide the brush strokes. And that's the way I like to look at makeup. I don't like to have these heavy brush strokes across my face. I like for it to look a little natural if I can. Nothing wrong with not looking natural. I don't know, I like it the way I like it. And then a little bit of highlight so that I glow. Then I am using my eyelash curler to blend the lashes and the false lashes and my regular lashes together so it looks a little more natural. Going over again with some black eyeshadow to hide the line from the fake lashes because I don't like for you to see the glue or anything. So I kind of go in again just to soften that up. And then I am using a rosewater mist just so that everything kind of blends and looks more like skin instead of just makeup on your skin, you know? And then I use a red lip liner to line my lips. I go a little outside of my line because I like to make my lips look a little fuller. I do have pretty tiny lips, so I want them to look more pouty and full. And here I used a red orangey color. And I like to blend it like this. I know Dita Von T says that she likes to have the actual line so that it looks, I don't want to say harsh, but she likes that dramatic look. And I personally like it softer. I like my makeup to look a little softer. And here I showed you a Chanel case, but it's actually a dollar store lipstick that I put into my Chanel case because I really, really loved that tube of Chanel lipstick. So that's what I did. And these are the hair products that I used. Everything that I'm using for my hair. I'm getting some more brushes because you need lots of brushes when you do this kind of hairstyle. So just taking out all of the hot rollers. I do recommend using a curling iron more if you want to have less of those dents as you see at the top of my hair. The hot rollers tend to do that a little bit more, but once you brush out the curl a little bit and get it into the way it's supposed to look, those dents usually go away a little bit. You can use a straightening iron or your curling iron to get the dents out too if they aren't brushing out, but I don't have too much of a problem with it once I get it combed out. But I do prefer using a curling iron. It's just I was feeling a little lazy here. The hot rollers are much easier to work with. So combing out the curl a little bit. Combing that out so it doesn't look so separated. And then now we tease. Super important when doing a pinup hairstyle. See how the crease just kind of went away a little bit? That dent. It's magic. I think this was second day hair, so it's so much easier to work with when it's second day hair. That tease happens a lot faster and it stays in place more. Having short hair is so new to me, but I'm having so much fun doing these pinup styles. It feels so me. So yeah, just teasing a ton. And then here I do kind of smooth it out in the front because I don't want to have any frizz in the front. This piece is vital to the look. Put in a little bit of hairspray. I do recommend this hairspray a lot. It is a little pricier, but I think when you're doing pinup styles, it's kind of important to invest in the hair products that you're using. So using these little duck clips to keep that in place as I brush out the rest of my hair, because we want that to kind of form while we're doing the rest and it just needs some time to set. So we continue to just smooth that out. I use the bristle brush to get that form that I want. And like everyone, if you look at any hair tutorial for pinup hair, they always just say, just go with what your hair wants to do. Don't try to fight it or try to form it into something it doesn't want to do. Just kind of go with the flow of your hair and it'll sit pretty. So here I am just taking out a few more duck clips because I'm going to put that on in the back to get some volume on the top, but to get that nice little flip in the very back of my hair. So see how I'm placing it there? And that's just to make sure that that flip kind of stays where I want it to stay. Then just keep going with however you want to put the clips. I mean, it's up to you. I kind of just do this by eye, see where I want to put the clips and what looks right to me. So I do recommend investing in a little handheld mirror if you're doing these pinup looks because you do need to see how it looks from the back. And there's my boyfriend who just walked by the door. And hairspray is your best friend when it comes to these looks. You want everything to stay in place. Even if it's a little crunchy, you know, you gotta go with it. So, okay, this is my first birthday look. I was shooting a pictorial for my Patreon, so I had this vintage lingerie that I was shooting my birthday set with. So I just thought I would share that with you all. You can see lots of pearls. I love pearls. So getting glammed up to shoot my birthday cake video set. And you need some heels. It just adds that punch of glam. I love how Charming's looking at me like, what is she doing? Always, always. He's so patient though while I'm getting ready. Such a good little buddy. Right, so now I am nice and tall and glam. And we're gonna take out the clips now that I am all dressed. So you can see how the little flip stayed. Pretty nice. And got the rest of the clips out of my hair. And just leaving it like this for now. I do apologize for the sudden brightness that's gonna happen here. I didn't realize that these settings kind of changed as I was shooting the other video. So yeah, sorry about that. It'll go back to normal in just a little bit. And here I changed into my second birthday outfit. This is what I wore the rest of the day. I kept it a little bit more casual. I felt like this was so cha-cha for some reason from Greece. That's what I felt like. I felt like if I was one of the greaser gals. I'll put on some hoop earrings because they're more dangerous. Again, I apologize for this super blown out image, but nothing I can do about it now. And that is my look. These are just some little blue pedal pushers and my white tank top, which I adore. Of course, a girl needs some accessories. So here's some little blue cat eye sunglasses and my purse, my Betsy Johnson purse that matches. I like to color coordinate quite a bit. And that is my look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.